to the Mind Shift Movement Podcast with your host, Alan Johnson. On this podcast, Alan will be sharing with you empowering, effective, and actionable knowledge within the health, fitness, and mindset space to help you make the progress and growth that you desire from your life so you'll become the very best version of you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So now, get ready to dive into today's episode.
So during the event this morning, one of the ladies that was on the event, on the live call with us, basically said that she would get it like 3 or 4 weeks into a healthy routine. And, you know, a healthy routine meaning with a fitness and a lifestyle and a nutrition, you know, everything would be on point. And she'd actually said that she'd be enjoying it. And then what would happen after 3 or 4 weeks was all of a sudden, she would just fall off the wagon, even though she was enjoying it. And she asked basically why that was happening. You know, she put it down to motivation. She said, how comes I lose motivation like after 3 or 4 weeks? And I said that the real issue right here is her subconscious mind is trying to drag her back to where she was before. Okay, because when we go through change, it's uncomfortable. So what's happening to this lady is, look, she's getting 2, 3, 4 weeks into some changes that she's going through physically and mentally. And basically her body and mind is trying to drag her back to where she was before, because where she was before felt comfortable. And now she's pushing through her comfort zones. She's starting to reach new levels. She's starting to make progress towards her goals. And all of a sudden, she's getting these new thoughts going into her head. You know, thoughts like, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you can skip the workouts this week. Maybe you should have those extra cakes and those extra biscuits today because it won't matter. Maybe, you know, a takeaway Friday and Saturday night this week won't matter. All of these different kind of ideas are going through her head that wasn't there the last 2 or 3 weeks. But because she started making changes, because she started making progress, all of a sudden, her mind is trying to bring her body back to where it was before, which was comfort. Okay, and I know so many people will experience this right now, or maybe have experienced it in the past, and this is why so many people yo-yo diet. You know, you must know someone yourself where, you know, you go and lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever, but all of a sudden you lose that weight and then you go back to where you was before. You know, you drop a dress size, you then go and put it back on. You drop a dress size, you go and put it back on. It's that yo-yo dieting. And that is down to your self-image, okay? So your mind still sees you, you know, weigh in a certain way or be in a certain size. So the lady's experience that I shared with you just now is basically her subconscious mind is trying to drag her back to comfort where she was before. And this is where we have to start working on our self-image. Okay, we have to start seeing ourselves in the body and mind of the person that we want to become. So this has to be like a daily practice where we start really focusing on where we want to be rather than where we are right now or where we don't want to be, because so many people focus on what they don't want in life, and guess what they end up with? What they don't want. Okay, so we have to change our thinking, we have to change our mindset, and we have to start focusing on what it is we truly want. Okay, and this has to be a daily practice that we are consistent with, and over time we will be able to start changing our self-image. So once we do start making that progress towards the goals that we're going after, okay, we are far less likely to have those thoughts that are going to try and drag us back to where we was before. All right, so this was just one of many conversations we had on the Zoom call this morning for the online event. The event was for 2 hours. We needed a lot longer, but basically I took the key content from what I had, condensed it down, and we made it a 2-hour online event. So because of the feedback was really, really positive and people seem to enjoy it, I've had private messages after the event from today. So if you really want to be on the next event, just direct message me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever you're following me, okay? Direct message me, let me know that you'd like a space. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be yet, but hopefully it's going to be within the next 7 to 10 days. Okay, so if you really want to be on the next event, it's free of charge. You haven't got to pay anything, okay? There's no hidden costs to be on the online event with me, okay? If you really want to be on the next one, just let me know, DM me, leave a comment on this Facebook Live, and I'll make sure that you can be on the next event with us, okay? So that is it from me. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you on the next episode.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mind Shift Movement Podcast with Alan Johnson. Make sure you join Alan's free Facebook community group, the Mind Shift Movement Podcast Community. Please support the show by clicking subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Share this episode with at least one friend that would benefit from it, and share the episode on your social media stories. Please go and leave us a 5-star review to help us reach out to more potential listeners, and we really look forward to bringing you the next episode.